Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any more outstanding quotes.
Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. The most important thing is to enjoy your life, to be happy. It's all that matters. I love people who make me laugh. I honestly think it's the thing I like most, to laugh. It cures a multitude of ills. It's probably the most important thing in a person. There is more to sex appeal than just measurements. I don't need a bedroom to prove my womanliness. I can convey just as much sex appeal, picking apples off a tree or standing in the rain. If I'm honest, I have to tell you I still read fairy tales and I like them best of all. I believe in being strong when everything seems to be going wrong. I believe that happy girls are the prettiest girls. I believe that tomorrow is another day, and I believe in miracles. I was born with an enormous need for affection, and a terrible need to give it. I don't want to be alone, I want to be left alone. I have to be alone very often. I'd be quite happy if I spent from Saturday night until Monday morning alone in my apartment. That's how I refuel. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. Your heart just breaks, that's all. But you can't judge or point fingers. You just have to be lucky enough to find someone who appreciates you. You can tell more about a person by what he says about others than you can by what others say about him. I'm an introvert. I love being by myself, love being outdoors, love taking a long walk with my dogs and looking at the trees, flowers, the sky. Paris is always a good idea. The beauty of a woman is not in a facial mole, but true beauty in a woman is reflected in her soul. It is the caring that she lovingly gives, the passion that she knows. If I get married, I want to be very married. When you have nobody you can make a cup of tea for, when nobody needs you, that's when I think life is over. Pick the day. Enjoy it to the hilt. The day as it comes. People as they come. The past, I think, has helped me appreciate the present, and I don't want to spoil any of it by fretting about the future. Let's face it, a nice creamy chocolate cake does a lot for a lot of people. It does for me. Living is like tearing through a museum. Not until later do you really start absorbing what you saw, thinking about it, looking it up in a book, and remembering, because you can't take it in all at once. Why change? Everyone has his own style. When you have found it, you should stick to it. I heard a definition once: happiness is health and a short memory. I wish I'd invented it, because it is very true. Makeup can only make you look pretty on the outside, but it doesn't help if you're ugly on the inside. Unless you eat the makeup. You can always tell what kind of a person a man really thinks you are by the earrings he gives you. It's that wonderful old-fashioned idea that others come first and you come second. This was the whole ethic by which I was brought up. Others matter more than you do, so don't fuss, dear, get on with it. I decided, very early on, just to accept life unconditionally, I never expected it to do anything special for me, yet I seemed to accomplish far more than I had ever hoped. Most of the time it just happened to me without my ever seeking it. People, even more than things, have to be restored, renewed, revived, reclaimed, and redeemed. Never throw out anyone. I've been lucky. Opportunities don't often come along. So, when they do, you have to grab them. I don't take my life seriously, but I do take what I do in my life seriously. Everything I learned from the movies. True friends are families which you can select. For my whole life, my favorite activity was reading. It's not the most social pastime. And the beauty of a woman, with passing years, only grows. On the one hand, maybe I've remained infantile, while on the other I matured quickly, because at a young age I was very aware of suffering and fear. A quality education has the power to transform societies in a single generation, provide children with the protection they need from the hazards of poverty, labor exploitation, and disease, and given them the knowledge, skills, and confidence to reach their full potential. I tried always to do better, saw always a little further. I tried to stretch myself. For me, the only things of interest are those linked to the heart. Good things aren't supposed to just fall into your lap. God is very generous, but He expects you to do your part first. Elegance is the only beauty that never fades. I have learned how to live, how to be in the world and of the world, and not just to stand aside and watch.